I like how the microphones on the table are just poking at our boobs. I just noticed that.
I thought that was on purpose.
No!
It's like
I'm not
pointing
even
at the
watching.
important
There we
things.
go. I wasn't
That's
even
too
watching.
big. That's too big. No,
Wait, this is really cute. Your whole setup here is adorable.
Yeah.
Right.
Today we're gonna have a taste of. I don't know, I just really want to use the word taste for some reason.
Yeah, because a mango meal.
And like bite.
Oh, that's smart. A taste of the
Yeah.
honey and the shadows.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the wait.
Taste of the honey and a bite of the shadows.
It's the mango
Oh my
honey
God.
shadow meal or salad, whatever. We're being healthy
That
here.
sounds really
It's a
good,
salad.
actually.
You like the shadows?
I mean, yeah, probably. It will balance out the sweets, probably.
It's pretty light.
Yeah, I can see that.
Be here.
Let me just say before it officially begins,
Yeah?
there's a lot of good-looking boobas in this lineup.
Right.
I know, that's why I thought the mic
We
thing
have
was
a lot of-
intentional.
No,
It's
it
like
was
pointing
not.
at the best parts.
There's a lot of good-looking boobas.
I will keep this in the recording. What you just said right now, Kiseki.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, one of the most important parts.
And that's what the
have great
Mango
personalities.
Meal podcast is all about. Am I right?
Yeah, Koshiso sama desha.
Okay, welcome to episode 1 of my very first podcast. Whoa, watch, clap, 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 clap.
Patch, patch.
Yay!
This is gonna be very scuff and very chill. I don't have much planned. I have some topics written down for my friends Oni and Kiseki. And if you don't know them, on my left, this is my left, right? Yeah, on my left. We have the lovely Onirin. She's a comfy variety streamer. There's a lot of games, especially as of recently, Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda, right? You played
Just
it.
finished it.
Wait, you finished
Yeah.
it?
Just
Let's go. I have not
Yeah.
I have not played it yet. Is it good?
It's very good. I actually
Ooh.
cried at the end. On stream,
my God.
I cried.
Oh really? Oh,
So that
Yeah,
story
it's
is really
very
good.
it's really good. Oh,
I love
It's
story-driven games.
It's very hype. And the
okay.
end is kind of emotional. So yeah.
Better than Breath of the
Aw.
Wild?
I mean, I didn't tear up at Breath of the Wild.
Fair.
The hype was there, but I didn't tear up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
If you don't know Oni, she's a lovely shadow demon, not a succubus, that deserves
No.
all the love. Yeah. And you can
All the
find her over at Onirin on Twitch and at Onizurin, right? On Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And on my right, I have Kiseki, lovely artist, gaming streamer. I think more art, right?
Yeah. Saying I'm a gaming streamer is a bit generous.
Okay,
I play
artist.
games, but I'm not a gamer.
A very cute, silly bee that wants to be called Big Sister by me so badly. I
Yes,
don't know
I'm
why.
still waiting, by the way.
You can find her over at Kiseki _ Hachi on Twitch and at Kiseki _8 on Twitter.
Arigato.
Yay! Okay,
By
did
the
it.
way,
Yeah.
I just want to say, I think you got the rights and left mixed up because like you said, on your left was Oni and on your right is me. But that would be like on the viewers right and left, yeah?
Yeah.
Look, I looked at them. Look, that's Oni. They will see. I will zoom in the editing. Don't
Okay,
worry.
because if you're
Yeah.
wondering why I looked confused during that part, that's because I was like, do I know my right from left or am I just dumb?
I already struggle with right and left anyways.
Yeah, same. I have to
too,
look at
me
my
too.
hands every time.
Same!
So I literally just
Yeah,
looked at my
yeah, yeah.
hands and like was like confused. Like, is this somehow a backwards L? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, people that say like, oh, just look at your thumbs or do stuff. And I'm just like, I get it, but also my brain can't comprehend that much.
I
Yeah.
get it, but it's not intuitive to me, you know?
Yeah. I always have to move my hands. Like, I have to, like, pull my arm
Oh,
up
wait.
and, like...
There's a totally easier way to think about it. It's just the arm that you draw with, and you're
Yeah,
like, if you're
that's
left-handed
honestly
or
how I do
right-handed,
it.
that's way
how I
better than
do
the
it.
L thing.
Wait.
I just know that I
It's your-
draw with my right, so I just go like I'm gonna draw, and I kind of like give
Yeah, that way you really, like,
hand a
feel
little
that
move,
it's
and I'm
the
like,
right
oh,
or
that's my
left.
right. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
smart. Wait,
That's what I do.
That's so much... that
But
makes
see,
so
that
much
doesn't
more
work
sense.
for
easier.
people. That doesn't work for people who are left-handed and they don't think about it.
I mean,
because if
true.
they say,
Just-
"Hey, you draw with your right," then they're gonna be like, "Huh?"
I mean, it still works because, like, they'll just know that their left hand is left, you know? Because it's called left-handed.
I don't know. I'm not left-handed. I don't know how those people think.
It's still called the
I
direction,
feel
though.
like- Nah, they think different. They're built different. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
The people that can use both hands, though. Like
Okay,
right
yeah,
and
for that one
left.
it doesn't
That's
work.
just ultra instinct. I don't know how they do it.
For that one, they are directionless.
I would love to draw my left hand. I don't know. If I ever break my right hand, imagine you have your backup. Your
I used
left
to think it
hand.
was so
do
cool.
just
like,
do a stream. Me draws left-handed. All stream.
Oh my god, no!
I don't know which is
Do
worse,
your best.
drawing with your left hand or drawing with a mouse.
Drawing
think?
with your left hand is worse. I think.
Yeah, I would say it too. With the mouse, you have some like control. With your left, it's just like you don't know. Don't want.
Mm.
Yeah,
what to
you
do.
literally don't know where those muscles are going. It's like
Yeah.
you're possessed.
The left side of Kiseki, we don't
Now-
know her.
Now I want to make this a stream. Thanks for the idea.
A whole
Special
left-handed-
stream.
Special
So-
stream.
I want to compare like the left hand and the mouse thing because I always find it very, very irritating when I draw with a mouse. Only because I know it could be so much better if I was just drawing with my hand. So I get really frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we're getting incredibly off topic, but you could literally make that.
It's okay, that's fine.
Make that a 3-panel meme, Miyu, where you literally just go first drawing right
Oh.
hand, second drawing mouse, third drawing left hand, and you're just redrawing it, but it's to show
Yeah.
like the
That's
different ways
such a smart
you don't even need to
idea.
color it. Just make it a drawing. And oh my god, you can really get it trendy. I bet.
Right? Oh
on
my
Twitch.
god, we gotta do
Do
it.
it, do it.
The
Me,
big
you do
idea
it, but
started
you gotta
here.
like let me know before you post it so I can get a head start on the sketch so I
yeah,
can
yeah,
jump
yeah.
on it when
Yeah, I
and
wanna do
help
it too now.
help hype it.
After
just
we're
give us
done
a head
with
start
this,
so we can hype it.
after
only
we're
good
done with
ideas
this,
coming.
We have to hit it like a couple hours after you do it so we
True.
can help like hype it. So you just gotta give us a heads up.
This
we're
is
doing
like some-
5 head moves. Like
I
get,
know, like
Yeah.
get trends
the
going.
Mango think
Oh my
tank.
god, who knew? Like my brain actually has a jump start in the morning.
Holy shit.
You know
More ideas,
what?
let's
That's a
go, pump
very
'em
good
out.
idea.
I
Yeah.
accidentally hit turbo when I woke up.
The morning juices. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, talking about
Yeah.
art, I went to a convention and did the artist alley stuff over
Yeah.
there.
Oh my goodness.
And I would say like it's still July. There's still conventions going.
Oh yeah, yeah.
On.
There'll
And
be
Twitch-
conventions going
TwitchCon?
until like mid-August.
Yeah. But I would say like it's slowly like the big things are coming to an end. There was TwitchCon Paris, which I was thinking about going, but
Ooh.
it's closed, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. Paris. Maybe next
There's
year.
a lot of VTubers there, I heard.
There was a lot.
Mhm.
A lot of VTubers I watched too, and I'm like, man.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Like
next
a lot
year,
of
next year.
yeah, a lot of my like siblings on Yen's side, they're from Europe, and they're like
Yeah.
asking me like, "Oh, am I going to Dokumi 2024?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like thousands of dollars, guys, for me, like the plane ticket
Yeah.
alone." So I'm like crying over here.
I recommend you not to go if they don't reschedule the dates, because the football / soccer Europe
Oh.
mastership thingy is happening in Germany.
Oh.
in
so
the
it's going to
same
be like
city.
double crowded.
It's gonna be double crowded. The hotels probably will skyrocket in prices.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes total
A lot
sense.
of I saw the announcement. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write that down. Maybe I can go. And then I went to the comments. A lot of people were complaining like, hey, this is the same time like this is happening and this is a big
Yeah.
deal. So they're like, well, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be a big problem. I'm like, the hotels will be a big problem.
It'll
I'm
be a
like
big
not
problem,
very
though.
good in crowds, so maybe
Yeah.
not for me. Especially
Yeah.
sports crowds. I don't mean to be angry against the sports people, but I don't really get sports, so I don't really care so much when they're loud.
No,
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I used to live in a big city, and when that city's team would win at football or baseball, it would be almost like
Yeah.
to say
mean-
I was about to say I wouldn't say rioting, but then I remember seeing videos of like, no, people wrecked some cars. So
Yeah.
they
It
get
gets
really
a little
hyped.
crazy. But I mean, I kind
Yeah.
of get it if it was like less about the game and people just want a reason to party. I kind of get that. Like if
But they
Yeah.
get a
like,
little crazy.
I'm not saying like I would do that, but I understand the hype if that's like the real reason behind it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't see how somebody could get so passionate about organized sports.
I don't know
I
either.
say that, yet we get very passionate about things too.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
But for some reason, like at the artist alley that I went this year at the convention in May, it was also at the same time where one of the days there was a big soccer match
Oh.
going on. And for some reason, the public transportation, apparently we didn't know that the soccer stadium was on the same way like we had to take our bus to the hotel. For some reason, we
Oh.
went to the bus. It was full. I'm like, okay, well, apparently there's a soccer match. Sure. I don't care. Just I want to go to my hotel. I was tired. It was my first
Yeah.
time attending a artist alley and having a booth. It was exhausting. And then those soccer people, and they were so loud too. And
Oh God, I know that feeling. Just like when you're at the end of a long day, you just like want to go home and go to your bed, or like go to your hotel and go to your bed and just are kind of done with the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
So our bus, like 2 stops before we had to go out, just does a U-turn, and we're like, "What? This is where are you going? Where's this bus going?" And it
Please take me home.
and it directly went to the stadium. It missed all the bus stops.
Oh.
Like I'm like, nowhere was this written down. There was no communication. There was
Oh.
not written down. So we had to go out, like all the other soccer fans, leaving the bus, and we're like, where do we go now? So we had to
no.
kind of find our hotel while so many
Music in the
soccer.
back going, country road.
Yeah. It was so miserable, and we had to pass the stadium. And in the way there were so many drunk people, so like there's
Yeah.
so much trash on the floor, so many people peeing in the bushes.
Oh my God, no.
It was just like, yeah, this is why
Peeing
I
in
don't
bushes.
like. Yeah,
Yeah, people go so crazy when they're tailgating.
it's like, yeah, this why are sports fans such worse people?
They're basically all frat boys, is what I figured out.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically.
It's just one giant fraternity,
Yeah.
or like 2 competing fraternities because of each side.
Yeah, I think for my first convention, that's the craziest thing that happened.
And it wasn't even related to the
Yeah.
convention.
Yeah, it was like something that was out of the control happening, and I'm like, you know what? I hope next year they're not gonna do that again. And when I heard Dokumi is having that on a bigger scale, I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna go.
No, thank you. But like a lot of people were talking about maybe going to MomoCon. Do you guys know what that is?
MomoCon.
Yes. I know MomoCon.
I don't know if it's famous or not, 'cause I don't go to many.
MomoCon happens, I believe, at the same time as Fanime, which is the convention I go to. So there's always big talk about
Ah,
which one are people going to, MomoCon or Fanime.
MomoCon is
I think I actually
Atlanta,
have a big
Georgia.
chance of going to that one though, because
Yeah.
since
Ah.
it's
It's
in America,
May,
I can
right?
drive
Does
to
say
it.
It's in May.
Oh, I don't know what I don't know when it is. I just know like distance wise, it's a lot better for me because then I don't have to pay for a plane ticket. So I think there's a high chance I'll probably go to that one next year.
It is May. I just
Yeah.
checked.
So yeah, that's the Fanime one because yeah, there's a lot of artists who's like, oh, I'm not going to Fanime, but I'm going to MomoCon. So it's usually one or the other.
I never heard
Just
of
like
MomoCon.
the name.
I know Fanime, but I never heard of MomoCon.
Yeah, MomoCon is in Atlanta in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're I mean I hear it's really good. Obviously, people are going to it. So
I heard some miserable things happening to some cons this year, so I'm like, oh no.
yes, yeah, I heard some.
I'm
Oh
very
yeah, I
concerned.
did
Watched a
hear some
pretty in-depth
things.
video about AX. So.
Yeah. Oh my god, the entrance of AX scares the shit out of me. I'm like,
Yes.
I will be there maybe as an artist. To be honest, maybe once in a lifetime experience, and that's it.
Like,
If
as
you
it
want
looks
to
so
talk
scary.
if you want to talk to an artist who's been at AX a few times at least that I know of, my good friend Moku has been there. And she
Moku,
was there actually
ah,
this
yeah,
last
yeah.
one as well. So and she's really sweet. So definitely I would think give her a talk. She can
Yeah.
lead you through that. But it's very hard to get in from my experience. I've never gotten in. And the people who get in get priority for seats for the next year. So it's very hard for a seat to like open up.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean there's limits, they limit it so they're not saying like, okay, everyone who had a table last year can get a table this year. But it's more like, okay, out of like let's say this is much smaller than it is, but like 100, yeah, like okay, 100 people were there last year. We're gonna open up like 50 spots for you or whatever. So they fight for those spots and then they close it down again and then they have to wait till it opens to the general.
Yeah.
Again, but they sell out. I'm talking like milliseconds. They're gonna sell out.
Oh my god.
It's kind of insane.
It's
That's
hard.
kind of giving me like offhand anxiety just thinking about it.
You have to apply early,
crazy.
Kiseki. I know you're interested in doing artist alley stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta apply early. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's why I've only gone to like some smaller like local ones, and I honestly think that might be more of my scene because
Oh yeah.
I'm a very anxious person in crowds. Like it's just, and I think it's
Yeah. actually
actually the overstimulation. I have to like, I'm more calm around like trees, not buildings and
really
people, and
Yeah, you really do what's good for you, honestly.
yeah. Since I live in kind of like a rural area, I was definitely very excited to be at my local one that I thought was really big. But when I think about AX, like,
But AX like
like,
can't
that
even
might be too much.
compared, honestly. AX
Yeah.
is like it's literally in a league all its own. So to compare any convention to AX
Mhm.
is like there is no
Okay.
other anime convention to really
Oh, so
compare
it's
to AX.
It's like
literally
the big,
like probably
big.
on different opposite ends,
Yeah.
like of
Yeah.
the really small convention and then like the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like comparing your park's playground area to like Disneyland. It's just it
Okay.
can't really be compared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that, but apparently our convention is pretty big that I attended.
Yeah.
And I didn't know
Yeah.
about that. It was
Like, I
plus
wouldn't say-
70K visitors, and I just checked Dokumi had
Yeah.
like also around that number, and I'm like, wait, we have that big of a convention here? No
Yeah.
shit. So I'm like, oh, I thought it's Dokumi's gonna be worse. So yeah.
Well, it might be because of the dates, but that might be the only
That's
thing.
true. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah.
I
But
would
we can
definitely
all
like to go to more.
Yeah. We can all agree though. Conventions and artist alleys are the
That's
main,
the best part.
main-
Yeah,
90%
that's definitely
of
the
reason
best
I
part.
go.
the main attraction.
Yeah.
I
Like-
spend 10% of my time in the dealer's room, but most of my time is in the artist alley.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
don't
God,
know if
it's basically
Kiseki's
Disney
seen-
World for us.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
don't
just
know
so
if
many
Kiseki
attractions.
has seen it, but Miyu has seen photos of what my workroom looks like and all of the art I have on the wall. I still have more, by the way. Those are just the ones that I have laminated and put up.
Oh.
I have probably a good 24 more that are not up.
Damn.
And I have not been to a convention since pre-pandemic. So I'm like I'm itching to get back in there and see what new art I can find.
Let's go.
Yeah. I also really like how like if you go to a convention with somebody and you buy merch like there with them, then it's like, you know, a memory. So that's nice too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I went there with
oh.
my sister and I got a lot of like merch that matched hers. So it was kind of cute.
Aw.
Cute. I also walked around my artist alley that I went, and I was like, I want to buy every bear
Oh
item.
my god.
Like everything that has a bear on it,
Yes.
I'm gonna buy it for RC.
Cute.
There wasn't much, but I found like some gem artists, and I'm like, wait, that's so adorable. I bought like postcards and a sticker and like a very cute keychain, and I'm like, yes, this is great.
Cute.
Yeah,
Very
Artist
cute.
Alley is great. I think for me, I love. Actually no. It showed that I am an extrovert by heart. I got so much energy just seeing people. Like
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it made me so happy. Oh my god.
You're making
Oh.
me miss my artist alley days. What the heck?
Aw.
It's stressful
There
at
might
the
be more to
end.
come.
No,
Oh.
I don't think so anymore. Honestly,
In that case, you
unfortunately.
can give advice to the newbies then.
I mean, as long as my advice is still relevant, because Artist Alley it's already evolved so much during the time I was doing it. I'm sure it's evolved more because like I went through the era of pins, and when I say pins, I
yeah.
don't mean enamel pins. I mean
Those round
the-
pins?
Oh,
Yeah,
like the
the
ones that
round
you put on
pins.
like denim and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through the era of like, oh, that's the big thing, and everyone was
Yeah.
getting we call them buttons, right? Everyone
Oh,
was
yeah,
getting
buttons.
button makers. So everyone was making
forgot
buttons
about
and getting
those.
button makers. I went through that era, and I kind of started to fall out around the time where everyone was starting to move into charms. Everyone was finally
I'm
starting to
a
move into charms and
charm
learn
sucker.
about charms. And now charms are considered like the norm. And when I was
Yeah.
doing charms, were considered like, ooh, you're really fancy. You got all
Yeah.
these charms. So
Do
Charms.
people
Yeah.
still make stickers?
They make
Because
stickers.
I did have a
Yeah,
sticker
yeah,
making
yeah.
arc. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
released them on my Patreon, but I
Aw,
can make some stickers because I had a
yeah.
little sticker maker.
That's good.
Yeah, I did too. I bought my sticker maker for a con. I used it for one con, and then the pandemic hit. So
Yeah.
there's so much dust. I'm
Like,
looking over
stickers
it
are
right now. There's so
timeless.
much dust on it.
Stickers are timeless.
Yeah, because you
I
can
should
put
just
them
make
on water
stickers for
bottles
friends.
and like your tablet and all kinds of things.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about the buttons. Yeah, I didn't see much buttons.
Yeah, see, it's a
on
bygone
smaller
era now.
quantities. Yeah,
I didn't think
definitely.
about it
Very
until you said
bygone era
that.
now.
Yeah, definitely keychains have been. I think
Mhm.
I think I'm the person that just like loves keychains. I love keychains.
No,
I want
I
to
don't
put
get
them
it, like-
everywhere.
Okay, so if you have so many keychains, what do you put them on?
I have a
Some
cork
people put them
board.
on a cork board. A lot of
Yeah.
people like to put them on cork boards to display them.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes I change them out on my back because I sometimes want to have my different OCs or different.
Yeah, our Ita bags still really big because when I went to cons, Ita bags were like huge when I went to cons.
There's
end.
still a thing.
Okay.
Sorry, what are those?
Definitely.
Tote bags?
Ita bags are those
Ito
backpacks that
bags.
have a clear front that you can display like your Oshi. And people
Oh,
theme
wait.
them to usually display their Oshis.
Wait. You're not talking about the ones that are like for cats, right?
No.
No. Wait,
I might need to see a
Oh.
picture of it.
Okay, okay. I'll find
yeah,
you a picture. I'll find the picture, no worries.
What's it called?
oh, I find one.
Ita.
Huh.
Ita bag.
Eat.
No, an I.
Oh, I'm just completely lost.
Something like that,
They're
right?
supposed- Yes, like that.
Yeah.
So a bunch of different backpacks with a little clear front on it, and people
Oh.
will make a board of like their favorite character usually, or it'll be a theming of like their favorite pairing or something. But
That's so
that tends
cute.
to be what
It
they do.
is.
I now use mine for Disneyland.
Aww.
Because Disneyland has their pin collecting thing, so I use it for that, and I get a lot of compliments on it. People are like, "Oh,
Nice.
that's so smart! Like you're able to display it like that," and like, yeah, and I can walk around with it.
That's so interesting. I would always imagine people just had like a keychain for their house key, their car key, and then like
Nah.
10,000 keychains.
Wait,
Nah.
you wanna hear? You wanna hear my key?
use
Oh
one
my
of
god!
those.
I dropped it.
Oh,
I have like
that's a weapon at that point.
it is. I have.
It's like one of those children's, those like fake keys that are made out of plastic.
Yeah, I only have one key on my key bundle. The rest is just keychains. I have a Shino
I have
key.
like 5 keys on my key bundle. How do you do that?
I mean, I still like
Just
never
a house
lose them
key.
because it's so big.
Yeah, I also have
see.
like what you call it? Like I don't know
I
if you
have a
can
lot of
hear
keys.
that. It's like attached
have,
to a
like-
string.
I don't have like any keys.
Oh.
I have my house key. I have my car key. I have my parents' house key. I have my mailbox key. I have a few keys.
I'm not so sure this should be said on the podcast, but
You
it's okay. We can cut that out, right?
Yeah, I can.
You're definitely, you're all from the same tree.
Yeah.
I can cut that out if you want. Don't worry. Just gonna be a clean cut.
Clean. Yeah, we don't exactly have to reveal how dumb Kiseki is this time. Leave some air of mystery.
Exactly. People are like, what did she say?
Oh, that could be for the blooper.
Yeah.
Now they're like, whoa, the air of mystery.
I try to have like a machine thingy to make my own stickers, but I'm too dumb. I bought everything.
It's actually
and
really difficult, I think.
Yeah.
Like maybe they have better technology now, but the machine that I used at the beginning it felt like spacecraft technology, and it made a lot of noise, and it's really
Yes.
difficult to set up.
yeah.
I'm hoping
I
over
do
the
find
years,
it's
like
noisy.
it's way better, but it was
I
such
like
a
my
bitch to
sticker
set up.
maker. The only problem with my sticker maker is, you need to. I mean, you don't have to. You could probably send everything off to be printed elsewhere and then get it back. and
I'm
then stick it,
doing
but
that
then
currently.
I'd be worried. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the whole point of
But
it though
for
is so that you can
me-
do it all yourself.
Well, yeah, but my biggest thing was that right is I find that anytime you have to print your own stuff, you go through so much amounts of ink. I just never know if
Yeah.
it's actually worth it.
Yeah.
So
That
and my
and,
my printer is like really old. So at this point, if I were to try to do any more stickers, I'd almost feel like I need a new printer because I just don't know if it can handle
Yeah.
anything anymore.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of like times you mess up versus the amount of successful stickers is a little bit
Oh,
taxing on
yeah.
me.
I mean,
I just think of all
usually
the
just
wasted
do, like
resources.
Oh, I guess it just depends on the project and the time because I don't know, I've made mistakes, but generally it's like, oh, okay, this one thing went wrong. Let me like adjust, and then I get it the next time.
Yeah. I usually just test print at home
Yes.
and then like send it over to the manufacturer and they let it do it. I've had no problems yet.
Yeah,
Which I'm very
that's
happy
I think I
about.
might like that better. I mean,
Yeah.
It's sad
it
to
is.
know I only used my thing once.
It's okay,
Like, for
Oni. Mine was
conventions.
very expensive, and I only used it a couple times, like
Mine
for
was
certain tiers. And then, like,
Wow.
when I realized it was so like difficult to do, I kind of just dropped it.
Oh no.
Mine wasn't
But-
very expensive, and it was a Christmas gift, but I only used it
Aw.
for like a couple conventions.
Let's say it was expensive to me at the time, but maybe it won't be so expensive now. Only because I was
Oh.
like, I don't know if I actually want to be a sticker maker, so it seems like a big investment. But like, how else am I going to know if it's for me or not unless I try it?
Yeah.
So
Well, now, so the big thing about sticker makers back when I was doing conventions is the reason people like sticker makers is because you could make small sheets and you could get kiss cut. You could do kiss cut
Yeah.
on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because back then, a lot of the online printing companies that people want to use didn't do
Yeah.
kiss cut,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
then people didn't really want to do that, or like they didn't have the range that people can do now.
Mm-hmm.
So now things are changing, and now all the online companies are on top of it. So at home sticker making is kind of becoming more obsolete. So
Yeah.
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 Man,
It's
I
also
didn't.
getting like more cheap to do it online than
Yeah.
it used to be.
Stickers are
Yes.
cheap AF. It makes sense. Like the amount of.
Yeah, so now it's a
Stuff
lot
you
cheaper
use.
to get them to do it versus the money you're gonna spend on ink and paper and mistakes
Yeah.
and such. So
That's interesting. I never thought about like how artist alleys develop.
yeah,
Hmm.
it was like honestly I did Artist Alley for I would say 5 to 7 years. Like
Yeah.
like consecutively. I
Ugh.
was doing fanime for about 5 to 7 years, like every
Mhm.
year, and then I was starting to hit at some of the smaller conventions. So it's really crazy within that 5 years how much stuff changed.
Yeah.
How like, because it's all about honestly, like you want to have the best product on the market, so you want to be ahead of everybody
Yeah.
else. So
That's
that's why
me
it's
right
always
now.
evolving, it's always changing. People are always trying to have the cool new thing, so.
Yeah.
Because like
I
when I did
didn't.
it, standees were like really expensive, really hard to do.
Oh.
You hardly ever saw them, and now standees are like way more common.
Yeah. I want to have a fancy standee, but I'm like, I can't commit yet.
They're
I feel
so
like.
nice.
Yeah.
They are very nice. Yeah.
We'll have
It's.
to
I
see.
just
I'm
realized.
liking standees a lot now.
Yeah.
I just realized this is like a nice, a nice balance of like experienced artist alley person, and then like me who's also
Back in
experienced, but
my
not
day.
like no. But then there's like me who's like never done it, but it's like kind of like it felt like a faraway dream, but maybe it'll be closer than I thought.
See, that's why I put you together, because we have the
Yeah.
experienced one, then me, the like, I'm
like, holy
getting the
shit, ah.
experience. You can
And then
learn
there's just
from
me, the inexperienced
Well,
bee.
and yeah, because there is, I don't know if this is still the case, or I don't know if this
Mhm.
was a unique thing to me, but
Mhm.
when I was doing it, I found that there was a lot of, I wouldn't say gatekeeping is
Oh,
the
no.
word. People liked to keep their secrets on how they conducted their
Oh,
business.
yeah.
Because again, it was very
Oh.
much about,
Yeah.
well, I want to sell more than you, so I'm not going to tell you my trade secrets. And so that was like a
Yeah.
big thing. People didn't want,
I
so you
think-
had to like figure a lot of things out on your own and take a lot of chances, because
Mhm.
people didn't want to share, like, here's where I'm getting my prints from. Here's where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
keychains are the new thing. Well, where are you getting them done? Well, if I Google it, there's only like 2 places. So like,
Yeah.
are these the places? Like, it's,
I did think-
and it was a lot of what was it? Alibaba, which was kind of scary
Yeah.
back then, because you're like, how does
I
this
used
work? And-
Alibaba for my
Yeah.
first keychains, and that's how I got to Wograce. And I think a lot of
Yeah.
artists use
Yeah.
Wograce in general.
Yes, a lot of artists use Vograce. But when I was doing
Actually-
it, Vograce was new. Vograce was very
Yeah.
new when I was doing it.
I'm a VIP on there. I'm like, you know what? If I'm
Yeah.
gonna if I'm gonna get a
Yep,
bunch
yep,
of
yep.
merch anyways, I'm like,
Yep, yep,
I need
yep.
those like percent offs, please.
Is Alibaba like a wholesale place or something?
I don't even know
I think
how to
I've seen it
describe
before,
Alibaba, which is why it's a little
Alibaba.
bit scary.
It looks very sketch. There's a
I know
bunch
it
of
seems sketchy
so
because of
sketch.
the prices, I think,
Yeah.
and because of the shipping
it's
times.
basically also a website where you can find a bunch of manufacturers for your needs to
Yeah.
custom stuff.
Almost like a Fiverr for manufacturers.
Yeah. And you can, the good thing is, with Alibaba, you can actually check the companies and what they have. And usually they have like a separate website as well, like Vograce. So you can
Yes.
see how legit they are. And Vograce has been very legit, so.
Yes. Oh yeah, back
OMG.
then Vograce didn't have a website. It was
Yeah.
just through Alibaba.
I had to go through Alibaba and I was so scared. I'm like, I don't know what
I
I'm
know,
doing.
it's very scary because you're like, is this legit? Is this
Mhm.
real? You're like, what am I
Yeah.
gonna get? Who do I contact if I have a problem? Like,
Yeah.
it was very scary.
I had like one woman in the very beginning. She was very nice. I'm like, oh, the communication isn't that bad, you know?
Oh, so the customer support is okay, but the website itself just maybe, if you're not used to shopping there, has a lot of red flags that other websites might have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's why you go around like ask people like, hey, where you get these stuff from? I think it's more open. A lot of people just
It's more open
pinpoint out.
now. That's nice.
I would say. I think
Yeah.
I think
good.
more so if you have friends that are artists too that do merch, I think they will
Okay, yeah.
tell that. I don't know if it's like on a public. People probably have lists where you can get stuff at this point, where you can get prints, keychains, and buttons and all that written down.
Mm.
But yeah.
I'm definitely going to yoink this podcast later for some notes. There's so much knowledge in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still have I feel bad because I literally still have a closet full of convention Artist Alley merch. Like,
Oh.
yeah, it's really old art.
Wait, your own?
It's really old art. Yeah, like I still have tons of prints.
Can I
Oh
buy?
my God.
Tons of prints.
I want
Do you ever
the
do, like,
part of
giveaways for
history.
Uh-huh, what was that? I
Oh.
didn't hear what you did.
You go first.
Okay. I was wondering if you ever do like giveaways for them.
No, because they're so old. Like I feel I'm a much better artist now.
But I want
But like
them.
I used to at Artist Alley do things like that. I used to do I don't sell them anymore, but I used to have small prints.
Mhm.
Now I only do
Mm.
large prints, but when I
Yeah.
was running low on my small prints, I would do lucky bags kind of things, like lucky envelopes of
Ah.
prints. So you
Cute.
would pay
That's
like
so
much
cute.
cheaper. You'd pay cheaper and you would get like 3 small prints inside
Yeah.
or something. And it was just a way to like clear out my stock
Mhm.
kind of thing. Some people have that where they'll do like a discount binder. So if you just have old prints that you no longer want and you just want to get rid of them, you'll have a binder and you'll say like, "Oh, everything in here is like cheaper or has like a
Yeah.
combo deal or something."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like I like the idea of a lucky bag. That seems very cute.
yeah.
A little
I
bit gotcha, honestly.
I want the
Well, yeah.
gachapon.
Random items.
There's
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
yeah, an artist called Techie Cutie that has like a gachapon system where she
Wow.
like sells stuff, and I'm like, wait, this is so cool. I want that too. I already
You have to lug
check
that
that
around
out.
though.
yeah, you have to carry that around, go to the like convention. It's
And
way
you have to
more.
have all the little capsules.
Yeah, and the tokens too, which I'm like, I don't know where
Wait,
to get
I've
the
seen that.
tokens.
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's adorable.
I just
One
want one
day.
of those for like my room as like decoration.
To be honest, looks probably very cool in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks amazing. I think if you're able to do it, go for it. I don't think I would be able to do that setup. I don't know. I'd have to, because
I'll
you have to
think
think
about
about
it.
like how many people do you have. So it was myself and a
Yeah.
helper. So if we couldn't carry it, then we're kind of out of luck. But if you
Yeah.
have like a nearby hotel, like if some conventions have hotels that are like literally across the street or
Mhm.
attached to it, then probably because you'd be like, okay, set up, go back, get the gachapon, come back
Yeah.
down, you know?
Okay,
I'll
so
see.
when you're
Oh yeah.
no, keep going.
I'll see if for next year at the same convention if I can get the biggest stand. Like it's a corner one as well.
Oh.
I'll have to see, but that's gonna be a big upgrade from this year. If I have that much stuff.
Yeah. Visibility is huge
It
at a convention.
is.
Like
I was
real estate
lucky.
is so important.
I was lucky this year that I was like pretty. There's always like the inner part that is like quote unquote the main street where so many people are passing by.
Yes.
So it was not
yes.
far off from that. Plus, if you look at my stand, like it is bright. Like a lot of people say
Yeah.
like my booth was so colorful. I'm like, yes, I think I
Yeah.
did it right.
Yeah. Like again, anything I say, keep in mind that my biggest, like not my biggest, but like my main convention that I would go to would be Fanime, as far as Artist Alley goes, and like, you know, times are changing. But I just remember that like once they announced their artists, you would have table selection, and there was definitely areas that people wanted to have. People wanted
Mhm.
corners just
Yep.
because it was easier. People wanted to be near the doors because you get first selection. Nobody wanted to be in the back rows because by the time they get
Yeah.
to the back rows, they've already impulsively spent most of their money, and they'll just be like,
Aw.
"Oh, I just don't have any money left." So nobody wants to be in the
Yeah.
back rows.
It's really
I didn't
unlucky.
think about that.
With our convention, you can choose. You can.
Yeah,
And
it depends
Ah.
on the convention.
yeah, it was really sad when I walked around and I just saw the back row, and I'm like, yeah, not much people are
That's so
going
sad.
there.
Yeah, it's very sad.
No.
Yeah. You gotta be lucky sometimes. That's yeah.
Although I wonder if
Yeah.
I might like probably want that because if there are less people,
There's a
I'll
lot
be
of
less
prep that goes
anxious.
into it.
Mm.
There's a lot of prep that goes into it. You have to read the rules of the artist alley.
Yep.
I would absolutely recommend 100% setting up a home display to get a basic idea of what you want it to look
Yep.
like and how you're gonna set it up. Because there'll be rules like you can't go over 6 feet or something, or
Mhm.
like you can't display art on the back side because a lot of artists behind you might find that encroaching and like
Yeah.
they don't
Actually,
like that. So you really have to read the rules of
I
every artist alley.
I read the
have-
rules so like much, and I got so anxious because in our one it's like, oh, fan art is a very like tricky thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's more so they have to write it down if there is a problem. But everyone was making fan art. So I was just like sweating at home, like, am I breaking the laws? No, I can't like do fan art stuff. And Arcee's
at
like,
the time,
they have to do that for reasons. You're fine. And I'm just like,
at the time I was there, it wasn't so much that fan art was a big deal as much as like how it was portrayed. So like you couldn't obviously do any tracing or likeness to original art. You couldn't have logos because logos would be a direct copy basically.
yeah.
So it was more stuff like that was not allowed, not the fan arts. Some artist alleys had things like you had to have a 50-50
Yeah,
split.
that's what I heard too. I think one of the UK conventions that I was looking into also had the 50-50 split. So it's always important as an artist to do your OC stuff and also do fan art.
It's just so difficult because I 100% understand original art generally does not sell unless you are a well-known artist who is known for that original art. Original art just does not sell because people are gonna people are gonna buy what they like and they know what they like. So
I was surprised that a lot of OC art from my character got sold and people didn't know.
Yeah.
That
I was gonna ask, do you think like the whole VTubing stuff maybe changes a bit of the balance of that, of like original art now being art of your VTuber character? Maybe makes
it's
it
still fan
popular?
art.
That's still fan art.
But it's yourself, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's your
Well,
OC.
yeah. But
It's
again,
still
'cause that's what
original.
people will know you. That's your brand. If you're known by that brand, then that's that's gonna be what sells. But if you just do like random OC characters and like let's say
I
you
see,
do random OC characters and you're not like a comic book artist or something, so those characters aren't gonna be known. People aren't people might still buy it. I'm not saying they won't, but your ratio of sales will be much different compared to drawing a popular anime or something.
I can say for me, like the most popular print that got sold, of course, Iron Mouse. Then Yanners, and then the Hoshino Ai, Oshinoko fan art that I did. And then two of my OC art, like new art pieces, and I'm like,
one
damn.
was of the bunny kimono, right?
Yeah, the bunny suit
So,
one. The bunny
Here's
suit
why
one.
I'm gonna say that probably sold, even though
it's very fan
your
servicey.
characters didn't know.
Yeah,
it's very fan servicey, and it's a bunny. People like bunny girls, so to them they're probably like, okay, original character, but it's really a well done piece. It's really cute. So I can still appreciate it, and I think that's probably why it's sold.
Definitely.
So if I do OC art, I'll put them in bunny girl outfits. Got it.
Probably.
I'm not. It probably will have some effect.
Definitely. I mean,
it's okay. I love drawing bunny girl outfits.
I would say like the most popular things: maid outfits, bunny girls, maybe some outfit trending. You know, the trendy stuff. You can be very lucky to people be like.
The one thing I regret was I always wanted to do something and sell at an artist alley, and I never got to do it before before my personal fallout. No. I always wanted to do a zine or a small art book. That was like my big thing. I always wanted to do it, and in the end, it's just like it's
a lot to organize though.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Now I think again it's easier, but I think back then it was a more risky, like where do I go? Who's gonna make it? Like you had to buy big quantities. And I think now it's a little different. But back then that was like my big goal.
Yeah, it's different now. I looked into it. I might maybe by the end of the year have some
Ooh.
collections of art
Ooh.
pieces. I'm thinking about it. Maybe next year.
I still don't know if I like even have enough art for that though. Like I don't know if it'll ever feel like enough art, but I don't know. For some reason, I
Yeah.
still feel like I only have like a
feel
handful
that.
of arts that I like actually want to like represent me. It seems like a lot of pressure to be in a book, you know, like forever.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not
Maybe
like a
it's just
hardcover
my
book.
overthinking.
I mean, I collect or starting to collect art books as well, and like even the thin ones, the zines ones, and sometimes like it's just 30 pages, quote unquote, just 30 pages, and even less than that, and it's already like it feels nice to have art books. I love art books so much.
On the same thread, I've kind of always wanted to make like a short little comic or something.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite as like
yeah.
crazy, not quite as like crazy. I don't know why I put like art books on such a pedestal, but it's not quite as permanent. It's just like it feels more like a doodle kind of thing that you just like try.
It's a zine. It's a zine.
Oh, is that what a zine is? Okay.
A zine is
Sorry, I
usually
don't
a really
know
small
the
little
technology
collection of
really.
stuff. It's not like, well, I mean, like a zine is an art book, but it tends to be like usually much smaller. Like it's actually physically smaller, and then there's usually less pages, and it's more of just like a collection of stuff. Whereas an art book
It's really like
it's
full
it
of
is an
illustrations and everything.
I get really excited like thinking about the possibilities, like when you have VTuber friends and stuff, of making like a cute little comic of just like us like talking about silly things over like literally could be on the like a comic of this podcast or something, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's just very cute and something I've always wanted to do,
Yeah.
but it's really difficult to figure out how to advertise that without it being, I don't know, like some just thing that I put out on Twitter or something.
Definitely. I mean, as of
I don't
right
really
now,
know much about fanzines, but maybe I'll look into it.
I want to have like maybe 2 pages dedicated where my friends can draw a little something. Just have them in there
that'd
too.
be really cute.
Because I saw
so
other
cute.
art books that do that and have like their artist friends, and I'm like, I want that.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
like you could do that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
You can do everything if you really want to, you know?
You can do whatever
Yeah, I
you
guess
want.
that's
It's your
true.
product.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. You could even put a coloring book part in it. I've been thinking I want to
Good.
do that too, but like it's kind of a silly idea.
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of fun, coloring book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, thinking about the art book and everything, I'm so excited.
Now your brain is going. huh?
Yeah,
I know.
I technically have already enough illustrations, but I'm just like looking at some older art. I'm like, can I replace them with newer? We'll see. I'll see.
The inspiration from this, like, we're like popping off.
Yeah. We talked a lot. We're almost at 1 hour.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Dog.
And we
Yeah, when we get talking, I'm not surprised. When we get talking, it keeps going. So,
It keeps
man,
going.
I do miss the convention days though. It was a lot of fun setting up, figuring out the new things to do.
Yeah.
Have you seen the like the virtual convention things? Anything for that?
I haven't gotten to experience those yet.
I
so
have not
I'm the
experienced
boomer
that.
in this. I'm in the dark.
Same. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm like excited to see like what is happening with that, and like me and you filled out something like an application for
yeah.
something like that
Ooh.
the
Oh,
other
is
day.
it? Wait, is it
Like a
virtual?
guest speaking. It can be virtual
Oh, okay.
because like
didn't read
yeah,
it.
you don't
Is it
have to be there in
virtual. Do you
person.
mean like it's a website, or do you mean like it's
No,
virtually like
sorry.
in VR? Like
I
I'm
understood
actually.
VR.
It's not in VR. No,
Oh.
it's just
okay, so
Oh.
it's a digital
might-
site kind of thing.
it might be digital, but honestly, the person who's trying to get it together right now is still figuring out the details.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wait, we should tell 182 afterwards.
yeah, I think
Oh,
so
I
too
haven't heard
because
this,
like
but you can
It's-
tell me about it.
oh no,
It's
it's actually
one
about
of
being
your
a
friends.
guest at a panel,
Oh,
like a virtual guest.
Yeah. It's one of your friends that posted it too.
Yeah, actually.
Cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's one of our mutual friends. Maybe that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah. I think I know.
But yeah, I think like it's pretty cool how like conventions are becoming virtual and maybe there will be virtual marketplaces too.
I think there is. I think there was
Like, I know
one
there was that
floating around.
booth
There
thing.
was one for like when the pandemic happened. There was
Yeah,
like, a
yeah.
virtual artist alley that I know of,
Yeah,
which is
that's
basically
pretty
just like a
cool.
listing of people's products for them to then go buy. But then people had to figure
Yeah.
out, well, how am I shipping all this? So
Mhm.
you got all that.
The only sad part is like then you don't get to cosplay or see all the cosplayers, which is
Yeah.
always really fun to see how people put together stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there
it's a whole
is
different
something to
experience.
be said about meeting the artist. I cannot tell
Yeah.
you how many times being at a table, so in the early days I had another artist that I would share a table with, and then in the later days it was just myself.
Mhm.
And I can't tell you how many times when they weren't there and I say like, oh, she's out on break or whatever, and they would be like, oh, okay, I'll come back later, because people
Yeah.
want
Aw.
to talk to their artist.
Yeah.
Or like when I was doing it on my own, I say on my own, but like I had a helper, but that helper wasn't an artist. They were just there to help me.
Mhm.
I would go to the bathroom or be like, okay, I'm taking an hour to like walk the dealer's room or whatever, or walk the artist alley. And I'd come back and they would tell me like, oh, such and such like said they'll come back because they just wanted to talk to the artist. And like
Aw.
people want to speak to the artist.
That's really
So it's
sweet.
it's really important if you get a table. Like this sounds like it's pretty common sense, but you'll be surprised. Being at your table is so important. Like definitely take a break, stretch your legs, get food, always, do all those things. But being at your table is so important. You're
Yeah.
not there for the con. You are there. It's business. It really
Yeah.
is. It's there as business.
I thought
That's
I
it.
would have more break times to walk around, but I was just like so happy and excited to see
Yeah.
people. And I was not prepared on how many people actually knew me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm still
what?
I'm still shocked when I'm VTubing and someone mentions like, yeah, I used to buy from you at conventions. I'm like, oh gosh, what?
You guys are
Yeah,
famous.
I have a couple of viewers that was like, yeah, I have some of your prints, and I'm just like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Aw, cute.
Oh my god, I also got my first fan letter.
Oh
my god.
And I was like, oh my god, you're
That's so
such a
cute.
sweetheart. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
ah.
There's a part of me tempted to open up a PO box because I just want to see if I get like a fan letter.
Oh, I'm
Aw,
gonna
I
send the
think I
first.
would legit-
Me,
I
I'm the
would legit
first.
cry.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sorry,
I
I
would
just
legit
accidentally pressed
cry.
something.
I would break down if I got a fan letter.
Oh, you will.
I know. I'm almost tearing up just hearing about you getting one.
I know. That's why I'm just like, oh,
It's so cute.
When I got
Just
it,
growing up.
and I got it, and it's also like one of the viewers. I'm like, oh wait, you're so sweet. Stop it. And then I read it, and like the content of it, I'm like, I'm a role model. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so stupid
you
sometimes.
Are. No, you are.
I'm just like,
It's the circle of life.
yeah,
You know, like you enjoy other artists and then you become the artist that people enjoy.
yeah.
Yep.
It's I don't know. It's so crazy to me. Still reading about it and thinking about it. I'm like, I'm someone's inspiration, like I was to other people.
so
I'm like,
I know, that's such a great feeling.
it's a good feeling, but I'm like,
It's
am I worth it? Am I
It also
actually worth it?
It puts some like
Artist alley,
perspective
yeah.
to it too, because like when I would idolize artists, I'd be like, oh my god, they totally have their shit together. And then when somebody says they're my fan, I'm like, oh my god, nobody actually had their shit together. They were just pretending.
It's so true though. But that's kind of why like Artist Alley, I can see why you were just so hyped and having so much fun. It is like the biggest high. There's literally nothing else that compares to someone coming up
Yeah.
and like you see their first impression, their pure excitement is like, oh, it's such and such, and they get like visibly and vocally so excited to see your artwork, and then they get like, I need to buy it, and then you have that conversation with them like, oh, this is my favorite character too, and there is literally no drug on the planet that compares to that.
Mhm.
God, I'm
just
gonna
isn't.
cry.
I think that reminds me of, oh yeah, I was just like doing my thing on at the booth, like someone wants a print, and then on the side I just hear, wait, I know this art. Are you on Twitch? And I'm like, holy shit, they can recognize my art just knowing me on Twitch. I'm like, oh, I'm like, am I that artist? I'm an art. It feels like I'm an artist now.
You know what's great? You know what's gonna be great, Miyu, since you're kind of just starting this year? What's gonna be the best part is next year you're going to have returning customers.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like when I would come back for the next year's fanime and people would be like, "Oh, I was hoping you'd be here again," and like, or people would say like, "Oh, I remember you from last year," and like, yeah, people you get returning customers, and it's great. It's wonderful.
It's so cute. I'm so happy for you, Mew.
I
You're like living your dreams out here.
I feel like because so many good things have been happening, it feels like sometimes like it's
like surreal.
It's surreal, but also it feels neutral at sometimes. Like I'm scared to lose the excitement of these successes.
Whoa.
I'm just like I want to enjoy everything of it.
I know you to be a very like ambitious person, so I know like you'll always have something that you want to improve yourself on. So I think that in some ways, like that keeps the excitement there because you're always like wanting to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited. I already have a list of conventions, mainly Switzerland conventions that I'm aiming for, and I think it's like already 6 or 7.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if you ever want to go for any here in the US, I can tell you some smaller ones besides AX and Jeremy. We can talk about that later.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, if Mew's going to over there, then I might as well go over there. Like
to be honest,
not for a booth, but just to meet up. You know?
I would totally help you out. I would be like, I would just help you out the booth, honestly. I'd be like, you can stay at my place, I'll help you at the booth. Like
to be honest, if I ever go, I think I don't want to have the full table. Maybe I share it. Kiseki, you want to share a table?
Oh my god,
that'd be smart.
Yeah,
especially
I think
because you don't know how much you're gonna be able to take with you.
But
if you think about that, you could always you could also always ship it to me. Like if it's in my area, you can always ship it to me, and then I can just help you guys.
Yeah, one of the scary parts are like customs and everything. I didn't look into that. I'm just like, I don't know how this works. I'm still a baby.
Customs?
Yeah, I don't know.
None of your stuff should be.
Really? I don't know if it's customs, but more so like, I'm selling something in a different country and I might have to get something to sell in a different country.
You might have to, if you're carrying a lot of cash, you might have to declare it. I don't know how that works.
Oh yeah, declare.
Yeah, but I don't think any of your product is going to be, you might have to put sometimes you need to, like, I think if you're going to be checking in luggage or something, you might have to declare what your stuff is worth in case it gets lost. That you can claim its worth. But I don't think there's any reason that they would stop you. I don't know the process, but I can't think of any reason.
I mean, unless it's
there's
like
so many people that do
perishable or something. Like they usually don't care so much. Like unless it's like food or plant or something.
It's not any type of weapon. It's not any type of firearm. It's not any type of consumable. So I can't think of any reason that you'd be stopped.
Makes sense.
That offer with the table just completely like blew my mind. I feel like I need to process. Like I was just thinking about meeting up, and now I'm like, I think I'm going to actually cry.
Oh my god! No, because tables are big sometimes, and if I want to go like to my first NA US convention, I think I want to share it and have friends with me to hold my hands.
Aww.
Oh my god. That would be such a cute. I'm like, I'm sitting down, but I need to sit down. That's just so cute. Like,
she needs to lay down. She's like, I'm sitting, but I need to lie down.
I need a couple days to decompress. Or I don't know if decompress is the right word, but I need to cook.
She needs to cook. I know.
But yeah, that's just so sweet and cute. And just like the thought of hanging out at a convention like with like friends that have been online forever is also just a very
Yeah.
I don't know. It just I'm getting emotional.
Oh, you're so cute.
Aw.
Oh, I'm excited.
You
We'll
guys are
see.
cute.
We'll see what the future has. Oh my god, one of the things that I want to see. I talked with a person about it. If we can have like just a screen in off-kai with our models and like we can interact with people. That will be
Yeah,
kind of
and-
cool. Because
saw
I,
this a couple
someone's
times.
talked about that.
Yeah,
someone's
I think
actually
we're
talked to me about that. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking probably
Yeah,
about the same person
yeah.
that talked to us about that. And I
Oh.
was like, yeah, I'd be down. That sounds awesome.
I'm like, for sure. What the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
have such
even
a
if I'm not there as a guest, I just want to go around and see all the other. I want to see. Oh, I say that, but honestly, I could just go to off.
Well, you can, but you just
Yeah.
carry me. You just
Yeah,
carry me.
Aw.
You show me around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in your little put it in your pocket. I was saying to Mew like also if you were to meet up with people, I was thinking to do like the little face cardboard cutout of your model and just put it on like a popsicle stick and take pictures like that.
That will be cute.
Yeah.
There you
Especially if people like I don't know, asked to take photos. I think that would be probably the best way to do it. Something that
Yeah.
completely like covers your
Yeah.
face like that, but is your model.
If
Yeah.
you get asked to do the case on pose, you just put on the mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're there, so they get the special opportunity to meet you and see you like in the flesh. But if they want to take any
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
you just go wah and put on the little
Yeah.
mask. No, I actually like that. I think that's a good idea.
It's a very smart idea. I also
For some
like
reason, I have not seen people do that, but I don't know why.
they have like no, it's more so cardboard cutouts like with the full bodies.
Yeah, like the actual whole thing, but wouldn't it be
Yeah.
like so much cheaper to just do it just your head?
Probably,
If
yeah.
there is ever a day where I get a cardboard cutout because I am a guest, there is nothing that's going to stop me from leaving with that cardboard cutout. I 100% swiping that. No one is stopping me. That is like, you can try. I'm taking. I was like, oh, I'm like Rocket Raccoon when he's like, how much for the arm? And then he's like, oh, I'll get that arm. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'll get that cutout.
I think if I will make a cardboard cutout of myself, it's like $100 or something like that.
What if I get
Yeah, but
into
you know, you see
size and
those-
it's like 3 inches tall?
But then you see the ones at the convention when they're guests and they just like get a cutout and they have a cutout there because they're a
Yeah.
guest. Those are the ones where I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm taking that. Like,
We just-
oh, that's not for me. Oh, it has to be. See, my name's on it. I'm taking that.
We just have like make a group, apply as guests and do VTuber panel, and then we make our own cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
There you go.
I also just want to see like our heights next to each other too.
I'm gonna
Oh,
look
yeah.
Because
so
they're like true to
big.
size, right?
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
look
a lot
so
of us
big.
are about the same size, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Now thinking about conventions again and everything, it makes me excited
Oh,
Yeah.
already.
I'm excited too. It's like like a whole new frontier for me because I've only been to the one.
I miss conventions. I definitely want to go back.
I want to
Like,
go
not to
with
sell, but I wanna go.
friends.
Yeah.
I think a lot of conventions from now on I attend as an artist, but I also like wanna experience conventions with friends.
Yeah.
But all of you are overseas.
I'm so sorry.
I know. See, it's okay. We're definitely going to Oni's, so
I come to
we're
my
making this happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Because at least I got room and board for you too, and a car.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I know it's already like you can't afford not to go.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, because
That's
I have
exciting.
instead of just like Fanime would be a bit of a drive, so I couldn't offer you that with Fanime.
Yeah.
But an AX is kind of good luck.
Good luck.
Now I have a little fly in front of me. But we have ALA. ALA is known as a very good convention. It is of very decent size, but not insane. It has a very good artist alley reputation.
Ooh.
Well, not reputation. Like I shouldn't. Here's the thing: conventions don't treat artist alley well, and that's a whole other topic for another day. But I mean, as far as like when I say reputation, I meant more of there's a lot of convention attendees that go for the artist alley. Like they enjoy the artist alley. So it is a good selling place. It is good real estate.
Have you guys ever cosplayed at conventions you went to?
I used to, but then when I became more predominantly an artist, I didn't see the point because you were going to spend way too much time behind the table to let that costume be appreciated.
Yeah.
I
never
there are a lot of people who still do it. Yeah.
I never cosplayed before. So
since I've never been there as an artist, that was like mainly like something that I wanted to do, but then when I actually tried to do it, I was like, wow, this is really hot and uncomfortable. I don't know how people do this all day.
Yeah. Especially
now my only form of cosplaying is if I wear a kigurumi behind a table. That's it.
Yeah. At least like since I am just bee themed, I can just wear something with stripes now. I'm like be like, that's my cosplay.
Yeah.
This is true.
I think I just need very comfy clothes while I'm.
Yeah.
It's basically
No
work. You're
funny
being a
outfit?
retailer. It's just like cute, comfy, more like light clothing, depending on.
Actually, you know, Mew, I think I
heat.
have your exact VTuber outfit.
Oh.
Like, I could probably cosplay that.
Yeah, my outfit is very easy. So.
I mean, I have the sportswear. I don't go to the gym, but
Damn, the bee doesn't want to work out.
you know, you can even make your own like custom tattoos and stuff. Like
I could just take a
Or just
pencil,
use
a marker.
Sharpie too.
Yeah, Sharpie. I can just
There's
draw
like
it
metallic
on.
Sharpie
Yeah.
for the gold.
Okay. How long
What
do
is
we
it,
want
that
to?
ink box or whatever?
Yeah, there's like also like the not permanent the
Henna tattoos?
no you
I don't
can
think that's what you meant.
no. There's a place I think.
No, it's ink box.
Is it ink
Yeah,
box?
I think I know what you're talking about. It like stays for a little bit.
Inkbox will stay on for
temporary.
I think,
That's the
few
word.
weeks. Yeah, they're temporary and they go on for a couple of weeks or something. And I hear that they do custom. They'll do custom
Oh,
if you send them
cool.
something.
Cool.
I don't know if
cool.
this is like okay to say, but do you guys have tattoos?
I
Like in real life?
don't. I
I'm
don't.
just kind of interested.
I have thought about it, but there are two reasons I don't see myself getting a tattoo. The first is I'm a baby. And let's say I get past being a baby
like-
or I get it on a place that's not going to hurt as much, right? I'm also incredibly indecisive because this is something you're going to have
I
for the
get
rest
that.
of your life. We're not talking about dyeing your hair. We're like, geez, you're... And some people are just like, oh no, but that's kind of, you know, you'll be happy with whatever you get, so don't stress out about it. But I'd stress out about it, but that's just me. So like I never get like a name or a game or something because like my feelings could change about it later, you know.
Yeah.
So I'd have to think it's something personal. I'd get maybe a little deviling. Actually,
So you're not going to get the
Wait a
little
second.
like
a little deviling might be kind of cute. Wait
So
a
this-
second. A little deviling might be really cute.
does this mean you don't have like the real forehead tattoo then?
Oh well, my
It's the markings.
Yes, we're talking about my mortal disguise.
Yeah.
No, my mortal disguise. No.
I guess that might be a giveaway if it's a
Yeah.
disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to look like myself out in public because then I'll get swarmed. Obviously.
Oh, true.
Okay, makes
demon
sense.
hunters
Very
are out
smart.
there?
Very smart.
For
the
me,
camouflage.
Wait. For me, I actually, you know those the tattoos in the inner arms of my model. Wait, let me just the
Oh,
symbol.
the constellations.
Yeah. That's actually like a design I came up like 4 years ago or 5 years that has a deeper meaning to me.
Ooh.
And I'm still not sure. I'm thinking about it, but if I want to get a tattoo, I want to be at a better place better mental, like being like, okay, this is a sign that I'm happy, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I've always wanted I really like the idea of like if you have a like I don't know like a scar or something on your body like that you don't are not so fond of
yeah.
covering it up with something that like
Yeah.
you think is really cute. And I've always wanted to do that like for some of the scars that I have
Mhm.
because like it kind of just turns a bad memory into a good memory and you're like, oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
but
seen a lot of really cool tattoos that actually incorporate the scar as part of the pattern itself.
yeah. And also I thought about also maybe doing that for like stretch marks that I have because I used to really hate them, but now I'm like not
Yeah.
really so stressed out about them because then I realized like oh it just well actually the story
Everyone
behind
has
that is
them.
like there was like this little kid that told me that they were like tiger stripes and I think that's really cute, so now I'm like I kind of like them.
Yeah.
I've heard them be called tiger stripes. I've heard them be called lightning kisses.
Oh,
I really
I've
like
heard
that
them-
too.
like,
So
I think a lot of people are more accepting now of normalizing people's bodies. Like
wow.
not everyone
Yes,
has
finally.
that figure. Not everyone has that supermodel figure, and not everyone will. Like this is a normal body, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
it's been through some shit. It means that you survived.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like the
told me
tiger
that
stripes.
tiger stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, I also do have like I have a tattoo though.
Oh,
Those were
you
just
do?
like ideas for things I wanted though.
Ooh.
I have one on my foot. I don't know. It's because I used to look down a lot instead of making eye contact with people. So I was like, I'll just put a little reminder down there that says no fear because I get very anxious and I'm afraid of everything.
Oh, wait,
That's
So now I like
smart.
once in a while look down there. I'm like, oh wait, that's right. Like I have to
That's
remind
actually
myself like
really
nobody like
cool.
actually
I
really
love
cares that much like about all the things that I overthink. So I'm like, just breathe. It'll be okay. Just you don't have to be afraid of everything.
That's a good one. No, that's a
That's really good. It's actually, it has a purpose. It has a meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
I'm fond of that one. The only issue is that I got it a long time ago. I got it. I guess I shouldn't say what age I got it because then you'd have to do math or compare or something. But
A long time ago.
basically, I
Yeah.
got it right when you could get a tattoo. So it's a little faded and it's in cursive. So I was like, maybe I should get it redone. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you get a little update, little sprucing up.
Yeah, I really wanted it, like, it's on my foot, but I really wanted it, like, on the edge. But they specifically, like, like, the edge between your, like, the sole and your top foot, whatever the side is called.
Yes.
But yeah, they specifically said, like, not to get it there because you
That
shed a lot of skin
hurts.
on your... Well,
You
actually, I
shed
have
a lot there, too.
I have a really high pain tolerance, so
Yeah.
I remember when I got it
Same.
done,
shed
I
a lot
was
of
like...
skin there. You do shed a lot of skin there.
That makes
naturally,
sense.
So.
Yeah, so they were like, yeah, you should get it on the tops of your foot because, like, over time, it would just wear out way faster.
Hmm.
Yeah.
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 So
It's kind of funny, though. Like, I guess I was talking with Mew yesterday about how,
Yeah.
like, even though we're, like, kind of close in age, Oni, like, our personalities seem very different maturity-wise. But then when you said, like, you were a baby with the needles and stuff, I was like, that's kind of funny because I have a really high pain tolerance. And, like,
I've
barely
always
felt
been-
like I could have probably fallen asleep when they did my
Well,
tattoo.
Well, I've gotten a lot used to the pain itself. My babiness of needles comes from I have a fear of like looking at the needle. I can't look at the needle.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
The pain
looking at it
I've grown a
makes it so
very
much
big
worse.
tolerance for.
I have
Because
no
it's not
problem.
the needle that hurts really. It's the
Yeah.
alcohol.
Oh,
It's the alcohol that they put on you. That's where you get the biggest sting. And after they poke you, that's where the stinging still keeps coming
also
from.
think-
The alcohol is like
Never
on the
had an
little
issue
wounds.
with needles and like the sting. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, just do
Yeah.
it. Even as a child, and they're like, what? I'm like, yeah.
when you were talking about the doctor, I got like flashbacks because apparently the veins in my arm are really hard to, like, they roll over
Oh.
or something whenever they try to give me shots. So they
no.
usually have to prick me a couple times to get it right.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm the same actually. My veins are very small apparently.
But yeah, I do think as
So-
long as you don't look at it, it does not really feel like anything. Like the most
Hey.
surprising part is when they have the alcohol and it's like cold and you're like, oh. But
Kiseki, you know what helps with veins that are hard to find?
honey,
Exercise.
oh god damn it!
Because
I knew someday was gonna
like this is
that.
truth. Because exercise is like it helps circulate your blood flow, and if you have really good blood flow, then your veins are much easier to find and to draw from.
Maybe in your honor, I will exercise today. Maybe. So
yeah,
that's a 100% maybe by Kiseki.
And you're cleaning up and exercising.
I got a shot. It means I got a chance, right?
I was like, was that a pun?
Yeah.
Okay, we've been hitting the 1 hour and 22 minutes mark. Do you guys want to call it a day?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm totally down to do it again, too.
It's a lot of fun. I was like,
that was really fun.
I was so scared. I was so scared, like, oh no, is this gonna go well? But it's been great.
I was only worried because I have a tendency to like over prepare for everything. And I looked at your questions, but I didn't like usually if I see questions like that, I'll like write down everything that I'm going to say about it. And I didn't do that this time because I've been told that just causes things to go wrong when you like when you divvy off the path. So I was like, this time I won't do that. So I was a little nervous because of that. But I think that actually I perform better when I prepare less. So
yeah, I think those questions were just like there. If we need any ideas, we don't have to go through all of them. And we had a lot of questions and topics we talked about, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And it was also like really nice to pick Oni's brain more because like we don't really spend that much time together, so I had no idea you were so knowledgeable on all this stuff.
I knew that. You are.
Of course, you have so much experience.
As much as like experience. I just have experiences, but these are my experiences. Like, trust me, you could talk to many other artists, and they could give you completely different like opinions. So this is just my experience.
Yeah. Look, I'm very smart on how to pair people up together. That's why I'm like...
You have a vibe sensor.
I do!
A good vibe sensor.
That's why
your power.
Look, it's also the pigtails. Wait, I also should have put on my pigtails.
Oh,
no!
Oh no! We'll just record it all over again. No big deal.
I
was thinking...
No.
If you're wondering why I like suddenly put my wings on, I just realized like, oh, we both have twin tails, but we both have wings too. So I was like, maybe I should put them on it. But then they were like really intrusive. So I was like, okay, never mind, backtrack. Like, I have them on here, but like the light is like really bright. So I was like, okay, never mind. They're right in Miu's face.
You want to look like a popsicle?
Yeah, I want.
I was thinking maybe they might taste like you know that sugar that's really really light.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called. Like,
I think I know what you mean.
Like the crystal sugar. Forgot what it's called. My brain is broken right now, but I can't remember what it's called. But it's
crystal
like that.
Sugar.
No. Rock candy.
Rock candy. Okay.
Rock candy. Yeah.
It's actually not light at all. It's just
I was gonna say rock. That's well, when you said it, the first thing I thought it was rock candy, but then when you said light, I was like, rock candy's not light.
I think I only said light because for some reason it also reminded me of this like anime that I'm watching right now with little sugar confections that look like rock candy, but from how they talk about it, it's not rock candy. I think I told you about it once, Oni, when I was freaking out about how cute it was.
I'm watching it too.
Are you really? Oh my god.
Okay.
It's like a reverse harem.
You guys can talk later.
Yeah,
it's a wrap. Let's go. Episode 1 is done. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. Otsukare-sama.
Otsukare. Also, please check out these lovely ladies next to me. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know how really to end it. I think we're just gonna end it here.
We should do like a 1, 2, 3 break.
1, 2, 3 break?
Yeah, you know, like when you put your hands in the middle. Except we have to do it like up. Like we have to imagine the other. Like we can still do it. We just have to imagine that everybody else is doing it.
You can. Show off.
I can.
Wait. I can do.
I have
how do I can do this.
Oh. Okay.
Pat Oni.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what
We'll
do
just
you
use
want
it.
to do?
Okay, well, I mean, it's
break.
you know, you put your hands in the middle and you're like, "Go team,
Oh, I can't.
mango
can't.
meal."
I'm gonna end it
Mango's
here.
out.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
end it